Hello everyone, I Sanket Rai from Jaipuria Institute of Management, Indore, here to throw light on the presentation on IDFC First Bank. Before I start the presentation, I would like to say thank you to Devika Trehan ma'am, faculty of Jaipuria Institute of Management, who give me a full support for this presentation. And I also would like to sincerely express my gratitude to the IDFC First Bank for this for the scholarship. This generous contribution will be of great help to me in pursuing. This presentation is for general information purpose only without regards any specific objectives, financial situation or informational needs of any particular person. Now I am going to cover the uh, Now I am going to cover the founding of the IDFC First Bank, vision and mission of IDFC First Bank, market opportunity, offering, financial performance, directors and shareholders, a major competitors of IDFC First Bank, and the last is SWOT analysis. Now I am going to cover section 1, the founding of IDFC First Bank. In January 2018, IDFC First Bank and Capital First announced a merger. Shareholder of Capital First will be issued 13.9 share of the merged entity for every 1 share of Capital First. Thus, IDFC First Bank was founded as a new entity by the merger IDFC Bank and uh, Capital First on 18 December 2018. Following this, IDFC Limited divested its infrastructure financing. Following this, the IDFC Limited divested its infrastructure, finance assets, and liability to a new entity, IDFC Bank through demerger. Thus, IDFC was created by a demerger of the infrastructure leading business of IDFC to IDFC Bank in 2015 as part of a strategy to diversify its loan book from infrastructure. The bank was looking for a merger with a retail finance institution with adequate skill, profitability, and specialization skills. Since retail required specialization skill, seasoning, and scale, the bank was looking for inorganic opportunity for a merger with a retail leading partner who already has had skill, profitability, and specialization skill. Mr. Vidyanathan, who had built ICICI retail banking business from 2000 to 2009, and was then the MD and CEO of ICICI Prudential Life Insurance Company in 2009 to 2010. Quit the group of to conclude a management buyout of a listed NBFC with the state intents of converting it to a commercial bank financing a small business. Now I talk about vision mission of IDFC First Bank. IDFC First Bank said that our new bank has a new vision. We want to create the world-based bank right here in India for aspiring consumers and entrepreneurs. And the mission is we want to touch the lives of millions of Indians in a positive way by providing high quality banking service to them. with particular focus on aspiring consumers and entrepreneurs of our our new India using contemporary technologies. IDFC First Bank said that on contribution to the country, we aspire to create millions of employment opportunity and finance the growth of business and consumption. This will lead to greater domestic products, greater consumption, and we want to contribute in further the various cycle of growth of our great nation. Now I am going to cover IDFC Bank addressable credit market is growing at 15% in India. The total credit outstanding in India for all the bank has increased at a CAGR. CAGR it means compound annual growth rate of 13% over the last 10 years, primarily driven by rising disposable income, better credit framework, digital innovation, strong economic growth, and increasing consumption. The total credit market in India includes including leading by the bank as well as non-banks was 1 lakh 17 lakh crore rupee as well as of March 2019. Of this, around 64 lakh crore loan outstanding was in the commercial segment, which includes large corporates, mid corporates, SMEs, and micro enterprise. Loan to large corporate stood 42 lakh crore, whereas the micro and SMEs segments loan stood 16 lakh crore rupee. The loan outstanding for the individual category, including consumer leading, rural leading, and individual business leading, was 53 lakh crore rupee as of March 2019. For IDFC First Bank, the market size of the market micro and SME segment as well as individual leading, which is our focus area of expertise. 69 lakh crore rupee of March 2019, growing at. Now I talk about bank deposits continue to grow at more than 9% in India. The total aggregate deposits of the bank in India has increased at a CAGR of 12% over the last 10 years, primarily driven by rising disposable income. 42% of total deposits at are CASA, I mean current accounts and saving account deposits, which have grown by 9.6% in financial year 19, rupee 53 lakh crore. And 29% of the CASA deposits are held by private bank in India. Overall, banking habits for the Indian population has been on the rise along with the consumption level as well. There has been significant improvement in digital banking and payment system in India, which facilitate the easy of banking. Here is section 4 about product offering by IDFC First Bank. Offer a bucket of loan products across varied customer segments, including MSME and consumers in different parts of India. Apart from these products, IDFC First Bank also offer working capital loan, corporate loan for business banking and corporate customer in India. Here is also product offering like liabilities payment and other services. IDFC First Bank provide wide range of deposit facilities along with wealth management, Foxes service, cash management service, and insurance service to its customer across different segments. Now I talk about Section 5 financial performance of the bank for quarter 2 financial year 2020. Here is the some snapshot of the key parameters of the financial year 2020, quarter 2 financial year 2020. Here is the retail at capital first increase from 10% of book in 2010 to 90% of the book within 7 years. Retail loans grew from 94 crore as of 31st March 10 to 29.65 crore as of 30 September 2018. The bank has provided guidance at merger in December 2018 that would increase retail loans to 70% of total fund assets within the next 5 years. Now I will be covering Section 6 Board of Directors. Mr. V. Vaidyanathan is the first Managing Director and CEO of IDFC First Bank. He holds total share of option totaling 3.6% of the equity of the company. As part of he left ICICI Group in 2010 and acquired a stake in a small startup NBFC. Earlier, he joined ICICI Limited in early 2000 when it was a domestic financial institution DFI. He was appointed the executive director on the board of ICICI Bank in 2006 at 38 and later become the managing director on the board of ICI Prudential Life Insurance Company in 2009. He was also the chairman of ICICI Home Finance Company Limited in 2006 and served on the board of Civil India First Credit Bureau 2005 and SMERA Sidbi Credit Rating Agency 2005. He started his career with Citibank India in 1919 and worked there till 2000, where he learned the ropes in consumer banking. Also, here are some board of director list like Dr. Rajiv B. Lalla, part-time non-executive chairman, Mr. Anand Sinha, independent director, Mr. Hemang Raja, independent director, Dr. Brinda Jagirdar, independent director, Mr. Sanjeev Chaudhary, independent director, Mr. Parivar Vohra, Mr. Pravir Ohra, Independent Director, Mr. Assis Kamath, Independent Director. Now, here are some major competitor of IDFC First Bank like IDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Kotak Bank, State Bank of India, Axis Bank, and Bank of Baroda. These are uh, major competitor of IDFC First Bank. Now I am going to cover Section 7 SWOT analysis. I talk about strength part, growth in net profit with increasing profit margin, increasing profit every quarter for the past 4 quarter, and company with zero promoter place, stock gain more than 20% in a month, and strong momentum, price above and strong momentum, price above short, medium, and long term moving averages. Also, I talk about weakness part. Red flag: high interest payment compared to earnings, and use of shareholder fund (ROE) and declining in the last 2 years. Use of assets to generate profits (ROE) declining in the last 2 years. Red flag: downgrade by credit rating agency, and high PE with negative ROE. Companies with high debt, declining net cash flow, companies not able to generate net cash, annual net profit declining for last 2 year, and I talk about opportunities part. Brokers upgrade recommendation or target price in the past 3 months, highest recovery from Bowen week low, RSI indicating price strength. Last point about threats. Increasing trends in non-core income, stock with high PE, greater than 40, increased in NPA recent result, increase in provisions in recent result. That's all from my side. Thank you.